So then, so first of all, uh, thank you for joining this workshop and allowing us to be able to share something that we think can help people. So, if you would like to share your experience, if you would like to share what worked, or if you saw anything where you think you could not feel gratitude, you saw any particular pattern during this exercise, can you please share that?
Can I begin?
Yeah, please.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for doing this. It was very beautiful to end the year in such a, grateful and gratifying manner. And I have done most of the topics because I told you last time that I'm into gratitude in a big way. So I have done, but still I enjoyed each and every moment. And there was never any resistance to any of the topics or any of the things to give gratitude to. So it was like I poured out my heart fully. And sometimes when I couldn't put it into one sentence, I would write a letter and just keep writing, writing, writing. So it is very cathartic as well. And it was really beautiful. And I just loved every bit of it. Thank you so much. I feel so good. So, so good. I can't tell you. I could have gone on for some more days rather than just 10 days. So thank you. And it was a beautiful experience as always.
That's
Because it
that's really so nice to hear, Anna. Like you bring in so much of energy to this particular exercise and topic. Like,
Yeah, because actually your topics were very good. Ancestors who people who have not done this, I think ancestors, parents, and money. These are all beautiful topics that you all chose and perfect to end the year because we never think in those lines at all. Because even when I was not into all this, I would have never thought of this. So for a beginner, these are like huge. And we neglect all these areas of our life because we are on autopilot. Nobody has taught us also, we just say thank you very randomly without any thought to it.
yeah, yeah. Because
You know,
we tend to take many things for granted.
granted, exactly.
When
Yeah.
when things are easily available to us, we take them for granted for sure. So I think gratitude gives us an opportunity to look into that also and
Yeah.
become present to that. So
Yeah.
that's really nice to hear from you, Anna.
So that was my experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Aditi, Rucha, would you like to share about your experience?
Before that, Gayatri, can I just say something for what Anna said?
Yeah.
Like you said, Anna, for a beginner, these are very beautiful topics. The reason, I mean, it's really nice that you brought that out because we can take up any of these topics every day also. Like today, I'm going to be grateful for money, or today, I'm going to be grateful for people in my life. So, once we start the day with that thought, or it's on auto mode, right? Then you get into that. So one of the intentions of focusing on these different aspects was awareness that these are also things to be grateful for. So yeah, any of us could take that on. Like today, I think I should be paying more gratitude to my body. Thank you.
I totally relate with that. Like last night we had a late night, and this morning we had an early morning session at 6:30. So I actually got up like, I'm not a morning person at all, and within like 3.5 hours time I'm getting up, and a natural thought that came to me was my body supports me so much. So I was communicating with my body, and Anna, you said that, because we have been practicing all these things, now we are more aware. So I didn't have to put an effort into thanking my body. It naturally came that, oh, I take it for so much for granted. And it's still supporting. So I'm so grateful. So I think that's where we want to reach. Like gratitude should be a way of life, not just some exercise I'm practicing for few days. Of course, this is how we begin. So for beginners, it is a good way to start with specified topics, and then anywhere and everywhere, if we can hold gratitude in our heart, then life can turn out to be the most beautiful. Yeah, I think Aditi wanted to share. Um,
Yeah, hi, good evening,
Hi,
and Happy New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year.
For me, this is the first time which I have practiced as in gratitude uh, for each. Like Anna said, the topics were really interesting, and I was not even thinking about it for first 2 days, so I couldn't write anything. So what to write was a big question. And then obviously, unfortunately, my father was not well, and I was in hospital for last 8 days. So we just came back yesterday. But I tried to complete everything till today. Like I was in this 5 o'clock, I should complete everything. It was a very
That's
nice experience. Thanks to you.
nice.
Thanks to Priya and Gayatri.
Thank you. Thank you. And I really hope for you that this begins a chain of practicing this every day. Maybe at the end of the day, thinking about the things that went well and connecting and feeling the gratitude.
Actually, what I remember that I am doing so many parts, but I never what do you say? I didn't notice it. I was continuously doing a lot of varieties of things as well, but I never noticed I was doing it.
Mm.
When the time came to write, then I understood, oh, I'm doing this also. I'm doing my, like Priya said, health wise, or your fitness wise, or even daily routine is very sometimes taxful actually.
Yeah.
But then we are trying to manage so many things at one time.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree with you. Like when we are practicing that, we start thinking on those lines, and you know, the things which were there and we were not noticing start coming to our notice. One
yeah,
such thing was we got an idea of looking back on the year and looking at how many clients we served, how many webinars we conducted, which
mhm.
never happened in 9 years of our work. We have never done this at the end of the year. And when we started thinking with each name, a feeling of gratitude was coming that, oh, we could reach out to so many people and so many families. And then the next day the idea came that maybe I should go through the gallery of my phone and check every month what activities we did. And I was trying to create a reel. The reel didn't happen, but I was feeling, so look at what all the things we did. So I think that moment just got created without planning. That's the beauty of gratitude exercise.
So
So we are really thankful that you all participated, and for that, whatever we were doing, we also got into that cycle.
no, it was really helpful. Uh, I would think that at least I could give myself some time to think on a lot of aspects which was never noticed.
Yeah.
Because we all are in a running train, it's one thing to do, next thing what to do, third thing what to do, next morning what to do, or every day it's like roller coaster rides.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Thank you. Thank you for your participation and sharing, Aditi.
Thank you.
Hi, Rucha.
हेलो मैम, आप सबको हैप्पी न्यू ईयर।
Thank you. Same to you.
थैंक यू। मेरे लिए ओके, फॉर मी इट वाज काइंड ऑफ शैडो वर्क instead of gratitude work because a lot of figures came up. Uh, since 2020, some miraculous things happened, and my point of view towards gratitude was uh, be grateful at every moment for every person. And I was really practicing gratitude in my daily life since last 3 years, but especially in last 11 days, few things that happened that triggered something that um, it was very difficult to feel gratitude. I was like, what is going on? Uh, it is something that I practice every day since so many days, and I'm not being able to feel grateful a lot.
Mm.
Uh, I don't remember the exact title of webinar that you guys took, but It was something like try to figure out the floor upon which you build your psyche.
Mm.
Um, so I kind of figured it out lately, and it was like everything that comes to me comes through hard work and struggle.
Mm.
Nothing comes to me easily.
Mm.
And these 11 days were kind of helpful for me to figure out that
Mm.
point. And
Mm.
I'm I'm feeling that my triggers are all related to that. And I read my gratitude journals of last 3-4 years. And yes, I feel thankful, but I'm also finding out that gratitude is not an escape to cover up your anger or sadness or anything negative. It's not an escape route. Like if something negative happens, but you tell yourself, no, 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 be grateful.
Mm.
So I think I had many things repressed in my subconscious by using gratitude. So these 11 days are like showing me in a spotlight that genuine gratitude is different and what it is and how it should be. So I'm really grateful to both of you for making me realize that.
You
Thank you.
actually got the essence of, you know, the purpose with which we started this. Because I
I think
remember
so.
in the initial webinar also, we had mentioned that it's not supposed to take you away from your reality. Being grateful to the things that you really feel grateful for, but when you can't feel it, that needs to be acknowledged as the reality of the moment. And
Yes.
I think you have nailed it. And if you see that in these 10, 11 days things got triggered, then it tells me that it is time for you. A part of you feels done with those triggers or those kind of um, emotions, anger and hurt, or that
Mm.
floor on which the foundation on which your life is built yet. Some part of you is done. That's how it manifested, it came, and you acknowledged it in the right manner. So, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I saw that the initial before it started the first day the YouTube session, I was not able to participate in the actual live session, but I went back to it and I saw it 4-5 times till today, and
Mm.
every time I saw it, I got new understanding of it. So yeah, I'm really grateful to both of you. Thank you so much.
I really feel that this had to happen and you people manifested because this wasn't a planned thing. It just came to
Okay.
me on 20th of night, I guess, or 19th of night, and I said that last 10 days, shall we do this, Priya? And Priya said, let's go for it. So we made the list and it just started. So I believe somewhere all of you, not just three of you, but other people who participated, somewhere you all created that. So thank you for that. Thank you. And thank you for sharing this, Rucha, because,
Actually, yeah, what
yeah.
Rucha said is right. Sometimes when you're writing gratitude, a lot of triggers do come up, and that is a sign that you have to work on those things. So indirectly, it is a lot, helping in your healing also.
So
Gratitude.
I'd want to share something here that Rucha, we designed the exercise. We've been doing a lot of work on our own selves. That said, I think whatever is happening to me today is some part of me which has shown up because of the gratitude exercise. So it's a process, it's a journey, and it's really so nice that you're so honest that ये नहीं हुआ या ये trigger हुआ. So that itself is like I know what I'm going through since morning. We had to be traveling tonight. I'm canceling that and I'm traveling tomorrow because I'm really honoring my body, which I did not for so many years. So I think it's nice to be honest. And why I'm sharing this is in terms of gratitude. I'm sure even Anna will agree that there is no that I have done it for so many years and now I know it. Every time, every process, there is something new which gets shown up. And to be honest with that is the biggest thing. So thank you that, like, as Gayatri said, thank you for getting the essence right. I'm sure that 2024 is going to open up something very beautiful for you from this.
Yes, fingers crossed.
I felt instantly better after saying this. My cough has stopped.
Wow. Nice.
Very nice. So great. Means I'm really moved by whatever three of you shared, and I think in that also I got reconnected with what happened to me personally during these 11 days, and how I connected with certain things in my life which I used to take for granted, or maybe I used to be present but not really make an effort to go and look into the depth. So having said that, we actually we thought of making these 11 days um, like a foundation to create what we want in 2024. So we all have New Year resolutions, or uh, we at least have some wish list that in this year I'll be finally achieving this one thing or starting something new. So practicing gratitude for the things which we already have is the short way to bring gratitude to connecting us with our desires. So if we can actually feel what we want in future, and the feeling of getting that, if we can feel that feeling today and we can feel gratitude for that, then it will actually start you know unfolding in ways where we'll find right people, we will find right channels, we will be in the right place at the right time, and then through our actions in that direction, the things will actually become a reality. That's where we wanted to complete, so that we can take this forward, and maybe um, um, on personal level we can practice this for next 21 days. We can keep sharing with each other what's happening, what we are learning. So that's the whole idea of continuing with today's exercise for the creation now. Yeah. Anna wants to share something.
Yeah, I was saying when you said about preemptive gratitude for something you want to receive, like my son is looking for a job now because he just graduated. So I've already started saying thank you, thank you, thank you for whatever I want in terms of his job, you know. So
Okay.
I'm already doing that because I want to see him in a certain place and with a certain kind of, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
job or whatever. So
Yes.
I was just saying that I'm doing that already. And yeah, and very soon I'll probably give you the good news that how it
Oh, lovely.
really manifests.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is another way of sending it out into the universe by actually saying it and sharing it. Even that helps, you know, in
Right.
getting all the energies.
Got that. Thank you for sharing. So here, one thing that we want to create for all of you is, we usually have things in on our list. Like Anna said that her son wants a particular kind of job, or she wants a particular kind of job for her son, or we want particular amount of money, or a certain kind of fitness, or maybe a certain thing in our lifestyle. So these are the things that we put on our list, and we through law of attraction, some people work that they visualize and they sit and do those things, or feel gratitude for all of that. What I have learned in my recent times is, once I have that one desire fulfilled, how am I going to feel in that moment? That feeling matters. For example, if having a particular amount of bank balance going to make me feel financially free? Can I focus on feeling the financial freedom today? So, more than the thing, connecting with the experience of having it. How am I going to feel? So, in therapy also, when a client comes and says that I want to work on my relationship or I want to work on my career, and these are the things which I want to change, we ask them that when you will get your desired result in this aspect, how will you feel? And we work on the feeling, because uh, we learned this theoretically, and now we have started experiencing this practically with our clients. Just last week we had a client who came and she shared that she actually manifested what she wanted. Last 2-3 years she worked on it, took healings, did lot of things, and today that milestone is achieved, but she is not feeling the happiness of it, because the focus was on getting that than feeling the feeling of having it. So she came and she shared that that happened, but I'm not feeling that happy, which I thought I would feel. So we were, discussing, Priya and I, that this question is so powerful that when we ask our client, how do you want to feel? And if you make that as a goal, whether this thing happens or does not happen, I want to experience this feeling. And of course, with that, I want that result also. Then it becomes easy, and ultimately we are looking for the experience, right? We think that because of that particular amount of money or that kind of house or this kind of vehicle, I'm going to feel that. But we are actually looking for the feeling. So what we want to leave you with is, when you make the list of things that you want to achieve, maybe next 6 months, this year, or maybe 5 years down the line, and you want to achieve a milestone of that this year, sit with each thing on your list and ask how you will feel when you get that. What experience you want, and focus on that feeling and start practicing for that gratitude for that particular feeling. Like if I say, I'll feel financially free when I have this much amount of money in my bank. So where all do I feel financial freedom today? So there was a time, once upon a time, that I couldn't travel without a local transport, because I would not have that much amount of money that I could, just hire a auto rickshaw and go. But today I can easily do that. Isn't that a financial freedom? It's a step that I have come, right? If I can feel it, that, oh, look at this lifestyle change, that I have grown in my finances and I have that kind of freedom today. So then I can feel it even today, and then that feeling can keep growing if I continue to connect with that feeling through gratitude. So we want you to, if you have already made the list, very well and good. If you have not, feel free to make the list, your life, your choice, whatever you want. And in that, if you want to achieve something, and if you don't feel that this can happen in this year, then break it in milestones. Because the goal should be big enough that it motivates us, but it should not be so big that we feel, our subconscious feels that this is beyond my capacity as of now. So make your list accordingly, which motivates you, which feels it is achievable for you. And then with each thing on your list, connect with the feeling. Yeah. And once you have that feeling, then maybe you can practice gratitude through given ways that we shared so far. Yeah, you want to add anything?
Before that, Rucha's hand is up. I don't know whether it's in the flow Can
Fine.
you hold the question, Rucha? If you can.
Yeah,
then.
ma'am. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Um, uh, when Gayatri said that last week we had a client, only thing that I want to add, especially for you, Rucha, is because you said that webinar where we did on what is the ground on which your psyche is built, that's exactly what we are talking about. That's exactly what we are talking about. So when you know what you want to create, know the feeling that you want to create. Because when you start feeling it inside, you will start creating it outside in different aspects of your life. So if you're only going to ask, for example, in one aspect of your life, then to replicate the feeling in another place might be difficult. But once you work on the feeling, it will show in every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I
when
think
we
that's
when we uh when we note the feeling, we become more real. That am I
Yeah.
really able to feel this feeling? No. Then we clearly know that there is some healing required because it is not possible for me to feel it in the present. That means there is a block. And if I continue with that only, then in future also, even if that thing gets manifested, I'm not going to feel that feeling. Then it is a sure, like it's a very clear indication that you need to heal the block which is stopping you from feeling that feeling. That's how you will very clearly know where to go for therapeutic help, where you don't need it, where you can handle it by yourself, to what degree you can handle it. This will give you a very clear guidance. Then I think it will become easy for you if you want to approach any one of us or anybody else for that matter. Then you know for what, for how long, and what exactly you need to ask. Yeah.
Gayatri, one more thought that's coming to me is sometimes you might not know how you want to feel. Okay. For starts, you can say, I don't want to feel this. For starts. And dhire dhire, when you get into, when I don't want to feel this, how do I want to feel? How have I started feeling already? Then you will get into, usually they say don't focus on the negative, but in cases where you don't know how you want to feel only, you have never experienced it, how are we going to, pin it down, right? So it's okay to start acknowledging that this is how I feel now, this is how I feel now. One day you will come, this is not how I want to feel. Then 2 days you'll go in that. And then one day will come that, oh, I want to feel this. Yeah. So that's also a journey. I think what I'm sharing now is exactly what I'm going through today. That's exactly what I'm going through. So everything I say is getting my voice and my body is becoming comfortable.
Uh, you may alternatively even ask that I want to have clarity about how I want to feel. If you don't want to go with that, another option is I want to get that clarity about how I want to feel. So then for that clarity, maybe you will start connecting and eventually you will get clarity about your feeling. And that's how you may start your journey. Yeah. So, Rucha, was that only your question or you wanted to ask something else?
My question was a little bit different, but Priya ma'am's latest statement kind of cleared it. I was saying that I manifested a few things which were a kind of a proof for what I subconsciously wanted, but I got it and then I lost it after a few days. So I understood that maybe my subconscious mind is not prepared for that thing to be manifested, and I need to work upon that. And it reinstated my belief in that saying that nothing comes easy to me and I need hard work and effort. Even if I put hard work and effort, um, I lost a few things. So it's kind of getting very complicated. I don't know what to say. But yeah, Priya ma'am, what you said, it's helping me that I definitely know what I don't want. So that could be a great starting place.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were no materialistic things that I wanted. I wanted to improve, work on myself also. But yeah, I'll start from what I definitely don't want, and then I'll go from there.
Great. Yeah. So, with this, if any one of you, or if you all have identified at least one feeling you want to experience, then you can share that, and maybe we can do a guided exercise about connecting to that feeling and practicing gratitude for it. I want to keep it open because I want to keep it optional. I think this context is what we wanted to create with you. And then I think it is going to be easy for you to practice gratitude. But if you have identified any feeling with which we want to do something today, we can go ahead and do a guided meditation sort of exercise.
I just want to ask you, isn't the ultimate feeling always of happiness and joy? Isn't
Yeah, it is.
that what we
Uh,
want always, or
yes,
whatever we desire?
true, true. And at the same time, as we start getting into the depth of understanding of our own feelings and emotions, usually happiness becomes a very general term. So for someone, maybe feeling content is happiness. For someone, feeling at peace is happiness.
But ultimately, all that results in happiness only. No, when you're
Yes.
content, you're happy. When you're peaceful, you're happy.
But
So
for
I think
them, maybe in that moment, the content,
is
connects
higher.
more
It's more
than the word happiness.
okay.
Or peace connects more. So that's how.
Because
So
for
I
me,
think,
all this I get through my gratitude, peace, contentment. I'm a very calm person. I'm very contented now, So it's all there in the package of gratitude, I feel.
right, right. Yeah, so that's how, like you said, you have been practicing this for a while, and seems like you have, cracked some way for yourself. So that is working very easily, no matter what thing, but it ultimately connects with these feelings and then it is sorted for you. So that's a very good place to reach. Yeah. Or maybe today we can just take a moment, and if you would like to find a feeling that you want to feel around one thing on your list, we can complete that, and you can take that clarity and start practicing gratitude for that for next 21 days. So would you like to share anything? Or if you don't want to share the thing on your list, maybe you can just share about how you want to feel. Before that, if you want, um, if you want me to stop the recording, we can do that also, because uh, the context that we wanted to create, that part is recorded for other people. So we might as well stop the recording. Yes, Priya? Okay then.